Hey, hey, if you are tuning in right now and this is your first time, welcome to GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. If you are tuning in right now, unfortunately, we are not live. We're doing this the day prior because Thursday, May 16th, 1989, greatness was born and appears before you right now in the form of twins. Shout out to everybody else who shared this birthday with us. Why not?
Hey, man. And as always, we want to say thank y'all for tuning in, showing up, showing out. And like I said last week, we want to keep that, rolling. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it rolling.
Mama got you not saying it, huh?
Don't test
me. Don't test me. Don't do it,
don't
dog.
Test me. Do not test me.
Don't
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I'm
gonna keep PG-13 for that.
Please,
for that right
there. Please do. Once again, if you are joining us for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and love on us. Give us the most views we've ever seen because our birthday is Thursday. If you don't mind, we definitely appreciate you. And shout out to the replay viewers.
Thanks.
But most importantly, shout out to the repeat offenders, because without you,
there is one of us. There
you go. We want to thank all of y'all. I know we won't be able to say all y'all names, but we definitely appreciate y'all.
Y'all know who y'all are.
Y'all know who y'all are. Once again, we definitely appreciate y'all. This is recorded the day before because we got a few things we got to do tomorrow on the 14th. But you will catch this live 14th, 7 p.m. every Tuesday, coming to you as we usually do. Anyway, we just want to give y'all a quick little sample. Some things that we've seen, we noticed with the NBA playoffs. If you want to pay attention to our caller at the bottom, we'll give you insight into NBA and NFL. And also, just really quick with NFL, Jared Goff got that money. That money. $212 million extension, 4 years, I believe.
I believe he's worth it.
And $170 million guaranteed. He might be having the best second life in the NFL, unlike any other person that we ever seen before.
Just like without Drew Brees, kind of his kind of similarities.
Yeah, but Drew ain't go to no Super Bowl.
Drew
with his former team.
Yeah, Drew ain't go to Super Bowl with his former team. Jared Goff did. Jared Goff was in LA, then moved to Detroit, and he balled out. I ain't gonna lie, he balled out. Like in my opinion, comeback player. He was a comeback player. He balled out. He got him to the NFC Championship game. He made some great throws. Some of his receivers couldn't hold on to the ball. But if they did hold on to the ball, then
I don't know if it mattered.
I think Detroit was gonna win that game.
You know
a couple 4th down conversions.
But you know me, like at the end of the day, it's some things that you can't stop, and destiny is one of them. And I just felt like it was destined for San Francisco and Kansas City to run it back again. So that's where it is. But Detroit does look like they are gonna be another favorite going into next year. Why not go ahead and pay your man, get it out the way before the market fluctuate again? But I believe right now he is the highest paid quarterback based off of everything. So hey, if he is, I don't know. I gotta look that up because he may or he may not be.
Yeah.
But before we get into these exciting NBA playoffs, no matter what nobody says, we want to know what y'all listen to. We are still going to give you our music picks at the end of this here episode. We want to know what you are listening to. Make sure you put an M next to that pick. We'll make sure we get to it next week. Or maybe we'll do a special episode on the road. Who knows?
Right, man.
GNC coming to you on the road. Who knows? Who knows? But
vlog up.
That's all you want to do.
Vlog in.
But yes, what are you listening to? Put an M next to it. We want to make sure we highlight that. We thank y'all again so much. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Round 2 NBA playoffs. This is your domain, your round. So I'll let you start it off, and I'll start by reading the question to you if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
What outcomes do you expect from the games that are remaining? And if you want me to, I can name out the teams. We have Minnesota, Denver Nuggets, Dallas Mavericks, Oklahoma City Thunder, New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers, and one that may be up in the air, maybe not, Boston Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, man. From the outcomes I expect from these games remaining, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. we're gonna get to the first one. We're gonna get to the one that's playing right now with Cleveland and Boston playing. Boston is currently up right now, 48-40. I think that series is over. And the only reason I'm saying that right now is because it is game 4. Cleveland did lose last Saturday against Boston. Jason Tatum, he came up, he showed up, showed out. Defense was good as usual. But Cleveland right now, game 4 is without Donovan Mitchell. If Cleveland needs to win, they have to have Donovan Mitchell. If they don't have him, then who else do you have to score? Of course, Darius Garland, he's gonna do his thing. I think Okoro, great defender, but offensively wise, Evan Mobley, good defense, but offensively wise, we need you to step up tonight. But Boston, I have Boston winning this series, and I'm gonna go to the Western Conference tonight. The Thunder play the Mavericks, and it's game 4, must win for OKC. We're gonna see who's gonna step up because OKC needs this. Y'all the number 1 seed. Y'all playing Dallas at Dallas. Y'all need this game more than anything. And right now, I ain't gonna lie, I have Dallas going to the West Conference Finals. I think that OKC need to take care of game 2 at home. They didn't. They lost home court advantage, and Dallas at home right now is unbeatable. So that's where we at with that. Minnesota, Denver. Nah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that one last. New York, Indiana Pacers. I don't know where that series is gonna go. OG Anunoby, he's out. Julius Randle, he's out. Mitchell Robinson, he's out. If
they got Jalen Brunson nursing whatever injury you want to call it.
Jalen Brunson nursing injuries. DiVincenzo, Dante, been balling, but he been playing a lot of minutes.
Josh Hart,
the unsung hero, he only play. He been playing every minute of this series, and I think right now,
no, he went out for like 2-3 minutes.
Oh yeah, he went out for 2-3 minutes. You know,
that was the first time in 12 quarters.
Yeah, first time in 12 quarters. So big shout out to Josh Hart for playing all the minutes, being productive, playing all the minutes as usual. But man, I think New York can win, but they got to be healthy. If they not healthy, I think Indiana might get this one.
I'm sorry. Let's just get to the real meat and potatoes of it, though. We want to see New York because they're fun, they're gritty, they have a superstar, but really they're a team full of, we'll say, misfit toys, something that we say on here a lot. When it comes to Indiana, like, yeah, it might be sexy in the way that they score, but if they're not scoring, it ain't really sexy to watch them. And I don't know if it's really going to be a gauntlet if they go up against the Boston Celtics in the next round, because like you, I have Boston going to the next round. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Indiana versus New York, I don't want to see Indiana go and then get blown out, because Boston's game is what what the Indiana Pacers does, and Boston does it better than Indiana. Yep. What Boston doesn't do very well is what the Knicks do, which is keep things close, grit, grind. We're going to out-physical you, out-hustle you, out-muscle you, out whatever it is that doesn't have to do with talent.
Yeah, and I think Indiana, what they did is run. They tried that. They try to play good defense. I'm not about to take that away from them. But
try is the word.
Yeah, but they doing that run and gun offense, which again, I ain't mad. Tyrese Halliburton, he's balling, except for that first game. They forget about that. But they have up-tempo offense, man.
I just want to see with Boston. I want to see them. People are talking about Denver before they start winning these last two games. People were talking about Denver not facing any adversity. Well, Boston has faced the most adversity ever for a team that's still as young as they are with their core superstar. Right. So what I want to see from Boston is them get a tougher matchup. Not that they wouldn't win by a sweeping or a gentleman's sweep, but a tougher matchup where it toughens them up for the NBA Finals, if that's what we're going to see from them. Mm-hmm. If they go against Indiana, I have no doubt they're running good. They'll get Indiana at their own game, because honestly, that's what Boston loves to do. Shoot the three and hope that falls. And if it don't fall, we're going to die by that mug. Yeah, that's how they lost the game against Cleveland. But I say all that to say, Boston, I agree with you. I feel like that series is over because without no Donovan Mitchell, they don't have that extra even though we think Darius Garland and other supporting roles are very key. Without Donovan Mitchell, it don't work.
It don't work.
And that's a bigger and another episode for what we really think about Donovan Mitchell when he gets on teams to where he's the only one, no matter who he has, because Darius Garland was a superstar before he got there. And not that his role is diminished, but it sure ain't shining as bright with Donovan Mitchell there. And that's the bigger issue, if you ask me. When it comes to the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks series, I want to see New York, but like you, with all the injuries that New York have, and we know people want to blame Tom Thibodeau, the head coach. That's a different episode too. But I think Indiana is going to blow them out the gym with the running gun style, with them not having anything, especially if Jalen Brunson's hurt.
And OG hurt, man.
OG was a big
look. And look, in Indiana, I have to say, I have to preface this as well. Julius ain't playing, Mitchell ain't playing. Jalen, like you said, Jalen a little bit nicked up right now. That's 3 players, and Jalen was carrying them, and he did. And I can't complain. He's been playing like a first team All NBA. But if everybody's healthy, Indiana, I don't think y'all stand a chance against New York. But
but that's the same thing with their first series, though. They're not healthy, so that's why I think that's why I've taken a liking to them. With the Dallas Mavericks OKC series, it is crucial that OKC gets this win tonight. I still have them going as of right now. They're getting tested. They're still the youngest team ever to get a number 1 seed in the Western Conference that cannot be ignored. And their core, as long as they keep their core together, then they're going to be fine. I know that we talk, and we haven't got to them yet, so we'll get to them really quickly because we want to make sure we keep y'all in here short because we got other things to do preparing for our birthday. When it comes to OKC, just like Minnesota, we'll name a player, but OKC has a player they can get rid of right now because he does nothing for them. He doesn't even look like he fits, and that's Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey just doesn't look like he fits with that team, and it seems to be with the minutes that he's getting, that's the thing that's lacking.
He ain't doing anything with it.
That's the thing that's lacking.
Look. Bring Josh off the bench, man. Put somebody else in there starting his plays, man. You gotta put somebody else in there. Aaron Wiggins. But somebody else on that bench is contributing way more than Josh Giddey right now. And next thing you know, Josh, he's gonna be in the trade or he's gonna go back to Australia. It don't matter. But Josh, you need to in order for them to win, I need you to play like the player that I know you can be. Ball out, man. Don't be scared.
And I know we had a next question right here, but we haven't talked about the Minnesota-Denver series, which has been extra interesting, extra observant, things like that. That's going to be a little bit longer topic. So what we'll say is we'll do this first. Who do you have winning the series?
Indiana against New York. I have Indiana winning.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas and OKC, Dallas. Mm-hmm. Boston and Cleveland, Boston.
And what about the Minnesota-Denver series?
Denver.
As much as I agree with every pick you said, so I have Boston winning. I agree with almost everything. I have Boston winning. I have Indiana winning. I'm still throwing my hat in there for the OKC Thunder. We'll see what happens tonight. Mm-hmm. And then I want to, heart-wise, root for Minnesota. But I also said it was too early to call them out. And I have Denver, the champs of the champs right now. Yeah. I think I have Denver, especially with this next game. If they play the way they did, if Anthony Edwards is the only one that's scoring, then it won't matter at all. We'll get to that in a minute. Like I said, that's a longer one.
Oh, yeah.
What can each team do to advance to the conference finals? I'll go really quickly. I believe if New York wants to win, they would have to get healthy. Yes, I'm being funny when I say that because I don't think they're going to get healthy. And it'll take Jesus himself to come pour the Space Jam juice that they did.
The Space Jam juice.
It would take him to come pour for them to make it to the next round. Having said that, Indiana, keep doing what y'all doing, running, gunning, and you'll make it to the next round. Boston Celtics, only you can prevent forest fires. So unless you want to spark gasoline, just shoot the ball well to get to the next round. That's all you got to do. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell will have to play out of his mind and score 80 points and still remain healthy for them to win, which I don't see. That's why I have Boston winning. Mm-hmm. With the Dallas Mavericks, OKC Thunder. OKC has to come out strong, get up by like 15 points, because we know the Mavericks can come back and maintain a good lead. Having said that, it doesn't matter if Kyrie Irving is sitting up there controlling the pace of the game and their big men, the trades that you talked about earlier, their big men are sitting up there catching alleys from all over the court. It won't matter with OKC. They're a player away from what it looks like right now, but still very good.
Yeah.
With the Denver series, Denver has to continue to play tough.
They have home court advantage now. It's tied up.
Right, but they got to continue to play tough because the first two games that Minnesota showed that they can be physical.
And good defense.
And good defense. With Minnesota, if they want to win, somebody besides Anthony Edwards is gonna have to show up. Last night when we were looking at the stats, Karl Towns was 1 of 8 before he became 4 of 14, and I don't know what he finished with, but it was a very bad game.
13.
13 with like 20 something?
No, 13 points.
Oh no, I'm just talking about what the percentage was. I didn't even talk about the points.
How inefficient he was.
Yeah. So he might have wound up with 6 or 17 or something like that, but very bad. Rudy's not an offensive player, even though he's been very good, and that's very good on the low bar with his points and his assists. Everybody else got to step up. And Karl Anthony Towns, if you're gonna be the second scorer on that team, you cannot leave my man high and dry and get your big tail down there and bang a little bit. Like they can't. Nobody can keep up with you. That's all I want to say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I agree with everything you had said. In order for Minnesota to take that next step, y'all need to play like y'all did in game 1 and game 2. Do not let Aaron Gordon go for 20-something points.
He'll never have a game like that.
He was their secret weapon yesterday. As you can see, when he started rolling, everything else started rolling. And then we not even talking about Michael Porter Jr. We don't know how much Michael Porter Jr. had last night, but he looked like a ghost out there. The points didn't match up. We don't know where he was at. He was out there, but he wasn't out there. He wasn't producing anything. He was turning over. Jamal Murray looked like he found his groove back
because you called him a ghost.
It is what it is. Jamal Murray found his groove back. They right now they hitting on all cylinders, and I don't expect. I mean, let me not say I don't expect, but it's going to be hard for me to sit back and be like, then we're gonna come out flat again like they did game 1 and 2. Like the first quarter of last night's game, everything was close. And then the last 15 seconds,
you said that, yeah.
The last 15 seconds of that game, Michael Porter Jr., he got a run out, he got a nice little dunk. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for Minnesota had turned the ball over. Jamal Murray gets the ball at half court, put it up, shoots it, bang, at half court, 3.
All
net. It just seemed like that just changed everything. The little momentum that Minnesota had going into the half, where they was going to be down by maybe 10, they were down by 15. And now that's the hole that you got to climb out of. And then again, Eric Gordon, he played a hell of a game yesterday. I can't deny that. He played good. So whatever happens, y'all need to shut. If y'all can shut him down, then I think that can win it. But Denver turned that switch on.
Yeah, so what I want to say about the Denver game last night, definitely Aaron Gordon and others played out of their mind.
Justin Holiday, the unsung hero.
With
Reggie Jackson.
With what's going on in this series, I believe Minnesota won't have a bad game like this, and we'll see 4. I'm sorry, was that game 4 last night?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll see 3 back-to-back games where it's going to be high-level play. Karl Anthony Towns will not shoot that bad again. Aaron Gordon won't shoot that good again. Rudy Gobert won't play that bad again. And honest to God, Anthony Edwards versus Jamal Murray, Jamal won't play as good as he did if Anthony Edwards is on him.
Well, McDaniels too.
McDaniels didn't have McDaniels didn't have the game that we think too. What's Anderson? Kyle's been coming up pretty good for them, not on the stat sheet, but just his play in general.
And we just gonna give a quick thing right now for all y'all bigs out there that's guarding Jokic when he bring the ball up the court. That's Karl Anthony Towns. There's Rudy Gobert. There's Naz Reid. When y'all are on Jokic, please don't follow him at half court. That don't make sense. Please don't follow him at full court. It don't make no sense. When he had the 3-point line, if he dribbling that 3-point line, you play good defense, all right. He start to back you down, oh well. But follow him at half court. Stop fouling. It got to be the most dumbest thing I have seen yesterday, especially. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they do it.
Every last one of them did it.
Every last one of them did it. It didn't make no sense. Stop fouling him at half court.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna beat you at half court.
Yeah.
Stop fouling him. Like as soon as you get like yesterday, Carr and Nas, y'all picking up easy fouls for no reason.
Yeah.
Y'all picking up easy fouls for no reason. So please, for the love of God, stop doing that. Please. Yeah. Another hero. You got him on the screen right now. I'm looking at him. Kyrie Irving is the savior for Dallas. If he's not on that team, y'all getting blown out. Not only y'all getting blown out, y'all losing probably in the first round.
No,
if not in the first round, y'all would lose right now. Kyrie Irving has been a great addition to the Mavericks. Mark Cuban picking up again. That trade in the trade deadline, it probably ain't look like nothing then, but it's looking great now. PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, they brought some much needed energy. They brought some much needed defense, and also then on top of that, you got Lively, you got Josh Green coming off the bench. That's another big. That's another guard getting buckets. Hey man, Dallas, y'all been balling. I hate to say it.
Yeah, no, Dallas has been balling. Kyrie Irving is, and I know those trades that happened at the midway point of the season were very big, but Kyrie Irving is the reason why they're feeding now. Luka would do his thing last year, and people would say, as long as nobody else get hot, and they were right. As long as nobody else get hot, it was fine.
Yeah, fine. Now you gotta worry about Kyrie throwing lobs. Now you gotta worry about Kyrie scoring each and every way the most skilled basketball player. Oh my God. I love watching him. I love watching play and love watching highlights. A1.
Yeah. And you mentioned it. So the stars that you're impressed with, I know we mentioned Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards, Nikola Jokic, because he did have 2 bad games and he's come back with a vengeance. Also, Tyrese Halliburton has bounced back after that 6-point game in game 1 has been efficient as he needs to be for his team, passer and scorer. Jalen Brunson's been impressed with him the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell has showed me things, even though he's hurt right now. And I'll go ahead and go in my disappointments because it's not that many. But go ahead.
Oh well, I was going to mention. Well, you said the stars, and I agree with you on that. Pascal Siakam has been playing good. Jamal Murray, he's been up. I ain't gonna lie, the whole playoffs, he's been up and down. And you know what I said about him. He has been up and down, but he finally found his groove back. So I gotta, give him his just due. Before he got injured, OG, but forget OG. Let's give a big shout out to Dante DiVincenzo and Josh Hart. They do everything the role players do. They score when they're supposed to, make the right pass, make the right plays.
Well, Josh Hart rebounds.
He does everything.
And I'm just saying at a high clip.
For his height.
He rebounds at a high clip.
And who else? Darius Garland.
He's been up and down too.
I agree.
Because he hasn't been as efficient as I would like him to be. And again, I'm gonna write that down. That's another episode because I feel like Donovan Mitchell has a negative and a positive effect on certain players when he goes to another team. Him with Utah, you would think Rudy Gobert was the worst thing, right? But he's been just as valuable with Minnesota, right? And very encouraged by Anthony Edwards, who's a guard like Donovan Mitchell in the sense of how he can score. Mm-hmm. Now he has Darius Garland, who was impressive as hell by himself.
Yeah, right.
And he doesn't look the same.
He got stagnated. Yeah, and look, for some people, you got to have somebody to compliment Darius because I think Darius is a great point guard. He is the future of the point guard position. It just ain't translated into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But he they both of them can match well. But I think Darius, I don't know what Darius needs to do to take that next step.
I think he's being timid because Donovan Mitchell, he does control and dominate the ball in a sense. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what he was doing before, still trying to get his teammates involved. And Donovan tries to encourage him, but also Donovan dominates so much to where it's like when he rolling, what do you do?
Right.
And then I think that Darius is a volume shooter. So he ain't going at first. If you don't keep feeding him and he get going, then it won't work. And then it's like you still got to work him into a groove.
And of course, I give a big shout out to the defense too. I want to give a big shout out to Jaden McDaniels from Minnesota. Dude, long, lanky. I think like 6'8", 6'9". He over there defending quicker players like Jamal Murray, locking people down. And look, he has been doing his thing. Yesterday he had 11 points. We need that. We need that to go up a little bit. We need you to take that next step, man. My bad, 6'9". 6'9". So I mean, he making a step on defense, but hey, forget the defense. Well, not forget the defense. Keep the defense. But we need you to be that two-way player that could score, defend, do the whole nine. So, but again, I think that's gonna come with time. But I think gonna be just fine.
So players you're disappointed with real quick.
Ooh, Josh Giddey, like you had said, Josh Giddey.
Not that I expected that much out of him anyway. It's just now starting to see. Like he's a perfect size, quick, things like that, but it just don't translate on the court.
Unfortunately, man, that ain't looking good at all. But everybody else, like I said, OKC, they doing their thing.
Anybody else?
Anybody else I'm disappointed with? Nate, I want to say the Indiana guard, Namir. He been getting cooked on defense by Jalen Brunson. Like, but even though he did hit the game-winning shot to like win that game on game 3. But man, I need to think some more.
I name
Jason Tatum, low key.
I'm about to say
Jason Tatum, Jay. Nobody. Jaylen Brown been playing like he wanted. Jason Tatum been selling for threes. I think I looked up a stat, 40% from the field, which is his career low. If I'm not mistaken, I saw that stat.
Well, because he's taking so many threes, and like I told you the other day when we were watching the game, I said, did you look at the stat line? You was like, no. I said, as a team, they was like 6 for 23 from the threes. Yep. Guess who took most of them?
Yep, him.
And that's a disappointing part because as much as you want to be like, he's a face of the league, because it could be multiple people want to just name one. It could be multiple. He's a face of the league, but at the same time, he's not because he doesn't do it when he needs to. Like, we expect you to dominate these teams.
Like game 4, he did what he did. He played like I know he could play. He played like we know he could play.
Like we said when he came out, dude came from Duke. We hated it. We was like, if he go to Boston, he's gonna be a problem. We would have got him with LA. Who knows? Him with BI would have been a problem, but we didn't get him.
Yep. And that's been he been up and down, but I mean he need to get it together. But he having this slump right now. But when it's time to perform, I need him to come out, be aggressive, don't settle for it. That's his problem. He's settling too much. Get to the line, man.
Yeah, but I guess that's my biggest thing with why I'm so disappointed. I'll say this. Yes, we can give Karl Towns his credit. But last night was exactly what people are talking about. And I'll say this. At first, he wasn't shooting threes. He just wasn't making it stuff. But you know what he started doing? Settling too. And it's like...
And where did he get his first bucket at? In the paint. On a hook shot.
Off of a great move to the basket.
Off a great move to the basket.
And that's my only thing. I don't care if you're the greatest shooting big man. Like Rudy Gobert's offense is very limited. So he can only do so much. Even if he wide open, he might miss that. And we're not mad at it because they got him for his defense and because of his height. But you, Karl, are so talented that you can do what the Joker do to people. You can put people in the blender. You can hit a step back if you need to. But you 7 feet. I don't know how many pounds. You can sit up there and move as quick as you can. You should be able to do more on the inside, play inside out and bump out. That's what I think. That's why I'm a little disappointed. But I'm also still very shocked because you have played very good these playoffs. But you still worry me, my boy.
Especially in the first two. First two games.
You still worry me.
But I mean, any more disappointments? I think everybody playing a role the way we expected.
The playoffs are very much so intensified, so I feel like you are getting very much good games out of people, and that's a good thing.
And the only bad game was yesterday with the Knicks. They just came out, but they look tired.
They they all injured.
They all injured.
They all injured. I mean, he only played 6 deep, 7 deep during the season. Most of his 7 deep is hurt.
Gone. Mitch gone. Jalen might be gone. OG gone. Yeah, after that, Dante been low-key. Dante been carrying that load, and Josh. I know we've been saying that name. It's just how that great, gritty players.
We gotta get team photos so we can point out people.
I know y'all don't know. We gonna school y'all. We gonna school y'all.
We gotta get team photos, everybody. We saying names. Y'all are like, who the hell is these people? I apologize.
Yeah, man.
That's on me. We just want to get this episode out to y'all because, hey, we got things to do.
As you see, we get excited about it.
We are. I'll say this is for another episode, and this one may be one that's a little bit longer. I had a coworker tell me how disappointed she is, and you don't go too deep into it because you're gonna get like me and start explaining. We're not gonna go too deep, but give maybe a 20-second clip of what I'm about to ask you next.
Okay.
And this will be for a longer episode. People are saying that the NBA is not in a better place than what it was when we'll say Jordan, right? Because that's what they do. And they're talking about how the big men don't exist no more, or it's not the same. And I'll agree with them. It's not. I'll say it's better. You can't have a big man, which we'll see if Zach Edey is able to translate to the league. But if you cannot pop out and shoot, the only person that actually is valuable, and it's because his team is built around him, is Zion Williamson. If you cannot pop out and shoot 10 feet and out, you are not valuable as a big man. The league is in very good hands. For my coworker, like I told you today, it's not supposed to look like it did. And honestly, the league was full of plumbers and electricians back then. And when Jordan went on this run, for the love of God, tell me who was as talented as him.
And to go back to your point, the word we're going to use right now is evolution. We're going to use evolution for that phrase. For all that you just had said, the one word I want to use is evolution. And I think the league is more talented. Way more talented than the Jordan era back in the days. You have players right now that can go out there and get their own shot. We mentioned Kyrie Irving, the Luka, the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Anthony Edwards, which is stepping into his own, Jalen Brunson, McCarron and Lowe. Teams right now, it just ain't like it was in the past where you had to worry about just one player on the team. You have multiple guys on the same team that can go out there and score 30, then go out there and get you 40 whenever they want to. And I mean, you said you mentioned Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns,
for the fact we give him, he's good.
Well, for the fact that we give him is a good player. He just knows some games he shows up, some games he underperforms.
But in contrast, not even in contrast, in agreement with what you're saying, Karl-Anthony Towns being able to shoot the three, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, things like that, being able to be more versatile and pass the ball instead of playing with your back to the basket. The game back then was played inside out.
Yep.
Now it's played outside in.
Yep.
And so they don't need a center with their back to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need somebody to sit there and just strictly assist the ball. Tyrese Halliburton, we need you to score.
Yep.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's why I was like, don't go too deep into it because we got a lot to talk about.
Evolution. That's what we're going to
do. The thing that we want to do before we got out of here, once again, just so y'all know, we want to know what you are listening to. If you hadn't put it in the chat, please do so. Put it in front of us so we can acknowledge it. Make sure that we get to it the next week whenever we do record again.
Yep.
With that being said, we have our music picks. We love music. We love what it stands for. It entitles, it encapsulates who we are. It's something that we take very seriously. And it's something that we do on this podcast. We give you something new, something more, something blue. With that being said, good sir, I stole one of your picks, but I will let you go first. What are your two music picks of the week?
All right, my two music picks. We're going to go down south. We got Don Toliver featuring Tizo Touchdown. Luckily, I'm having that came off Don Toliver's latest album that dropped last year, if I'm not mistaken. Heard that on Friday while I was playing 2K, and I couldn't stop listening to it. So y'all go check that out. And, I got to give a big shout out to the West Coast, man. Guy I've been listening to since 2016. G Perico. We flying around, baby. That's what we doing on May 16th. We flying around. So y'all, please go check out those my two music picks. Don Toliver featuring Tizo Touchdown. Luckily, I'm having and G Perico Fly Around. Go check it out.
And my two music picks, the one that I stole that I heard it off somebody's video. I ain't even hear it, just searching. It's by Tommy Richmond, $1 million Baby, bananas. But if he never come out with nothing else, he could be a one-hit wonder in my eyes.
It's tearing up the club, I ain't gonna lie.
It is slapping. When I tell you that, it give you the South, it give you the East. It don't give you the West because they do a little bit different out there. But it give you the South and the East. I mean, even a little bit of the Midwest.
That might be, and we touched on, might be the song of the summer. It's all right now with Kendrick Lamar, not like us, but yeah, I ain't mad to go ahead.
Hey, I need y'all to understand, Glorilla, Glow, still bumping. And it's still in competition for Song of the Year. Song of the Summer. I listen to it every day, man. That girl said she ain't making it for nobody else. She made it for her so she can make y'all remember, so she can make sure that she remember she killing them out here. Yeah, Glow. Anyway, Sheila E., A Love Bazaar, throwback for y'all who love it. If you know, you know. If you don't, go listen to it. And if you do, just go ahead and enjoy it because that's what we do. That is my two music picks. Tommy Richmond, $1 Million Baby, Sheila E., A Love Bazaar. Those are my two music picks.
And to go back for Tommy Richmond, today I was looking up the lyrics, or the first time I heard I was looking up the lyrics.
I did too.
Bro, them lyrics do not match the club atmosphere at all. But that shit slaps. It slapped. It slapped. The lyrics do not match the song. But again, hey, great production, great engineering would do that to you because them lyrics do not match the vibe everybody playing.
It's so funny. I went to look at it too, and I heard. I was like, "Man, that's not." Then I went and listened. I was like, "That ain't the same thing I thought it was." Like, that's exactly what I said. Crazy though.
The twins. It's a twin thing. It's a twin thing.
Crazy record though. Crazy
record. It's going up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion to this right here. Remember, our birthday is May 16th. That's number one. Number two,
shower us with gifts.
Shower us with love. Shower us with views and subscriberships. Why don't you? That'll be, look, that's a free gift.
That's a free gift.
That's a free gift. Sorry. But yes, again, if you're a first-time listener, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. One day it'll be right down there. I just hadn't done it yet, so that's why I keep saying one day. I'm gonna put pressure on myself, but apparently it don't matter. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend and tell a friend. That subscription button is way more than you could ever imagine to us. If you're a repeat offender or a replay viewer, we appreciate you as always. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no us.
Yeah, man.
Got anything else you want to say?
Hey, man, look, we appreciate you. Appreciate y'all coming on this journey with us at GNC Sports Talk. It's been a good, long journey that I love to be a part of. Thank y'all for being a part of the journey as well. Hey, we're gonna keep it rolling. Like Snow on the Bluff said, we're gonna keep that rolling. So love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all.
Well, yep. We are at the conclusion. We thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, we appreciate y'all. May 16th, remember, that is our birthday. Shower us with love and hit that subscribe button and shut it off.
You feel me?
Anyway, this is GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. We out. We love y'all. We appreciate you.
Y'all.